The ICP sensor on this 2003 f350 6.0 is all the way back there in the engine bay. And to get to it, you'll need to remove this air filter housing, which is actually incredibly simple. It's this strap right here, loosen, pull it out, and you don't even need to move this. It'll just wiggle it a lot and it'll lift up and out. And then this, you just attach the hose to itself, put the other one over here. And on the housing, you also have to remove that and this connection. Then remove the ficum. Probably can do it without removing the ficum, but for me, I removed it. And then there's a little bolt right here that'll get in the way of your hand. It'll look like this. It'll have a ground connection on it and then another bolt. If the bolt is stuck, just cut the wire, remove this whole thing, take the top bolt off, re-add a like C loop to that ground wire back there, which is what I did. And then when you put this back on, do it really tight, put that C loop connection right here, and then put the other bolt on snug, but make sure it's looser than this is tight so that if you do want to remove it, it'll be easier to remove. And then simply use this. And this will, with this length of, it seems to be like 3.5 inches long, it will fit back there on that sensor and you'll have just enough room to ratchet it. Make sure this is just a cheap Husky brand, so it probably doesn't have that many teeth. And I'm able to get it on and off, no knuckles or anything, and it's fairly easy. But there are, before you do that, there will be 2 connections. This is the ICP sensor connection. So you have to reach your hand back in there, and on the bottom, you have to try to pry this with your finger if you can reach, and just pry it back and down, and then this thing will slip off. And then this connection, it'll be facing like this, and this will be down like this. So you just got to get your hand in there and flip this up, this metal thing. It's pretty easy. And once you flip that up, this thing will come right out. And then both of these are kind of connected together, and I'll just put them to the side. And right now I'm replacing the ICP sensor O-ring because I replaced it. I put the ICP sensor on too tight. So I put it ruined the gasket or the O-ring, so I put on a new O-ring that was like 50 cents at O'Reilly. Don't do that. Get the OEM one because it was, the vehicle would start and run perfect. It would start right up, but once it was hot and I turned off the vehicle, it wouldn't turn back on. It would just turn over real quick, and it wouldn't turn over until it cooled down. So I'm gonna replace this and see if that fixes it. But this is the OEM one. After shipping, it was like 17 bucks. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful. I might have forgotten something, but the main thing I wanted to show you was this is all I needed. So I went down to the store and picked up this socket for 10 bucks, and I'm able to do all this.